Published 1511 EDT, the 21st of August 2017. Updated 1647 EDT, the 21st of August 2017. The total eclipse of the sun on Monday was a family affair for President Trump, who viewed the action from the terrace of the White House alongside First Lady Melania and their son Barron. President Trump also invited a few coworkers along for the event, with Attorney General Jeff Sessions, Secretary of Commerce Wilbur Ross and his daughter Ivanka also joining the group. In his initial excitement, however, President Trump made the mistake at looking up at the sun without glasses, and quickly cast his eyes down as he was blinded by the light. He then looked up at the sun a second time. At that point, one of the aides standing below the balcony shouted out, "Don't look. Scroll down for videos. There goes the sun." President Trump had an eclipse viewing party on the terrace of the White House Monday afternoon. President and First Lady above on Monday blinded by the light. As soon as he walked out on the terrace, President Trump looked up at the sun without wearing his protective glasses above getting a base. President Trump quickly closed his eyes after making that mistake, while Melania kept her eyes averted from the sky above. Almost there, President Trump got his NASA-issued solar eclipse glasses in place after his second attempt to look at the sun without protection above, tanning. Trump's Melania then did the same thing a short while later, holding her protective glasses in her hands while looking up at the sun above. On left, it Barron's Barron, who is 11, was the sole member of his immediate family who did not gaze directly at the sun without protective eyewear. Fourscore Ivanka, Melania, Donald and Barron all mogged to catch the eclipse at the same time while wearing their protective glasses above. Hello and goodbye. Ivanka was transfixed by the solar eclipse as she stood alongside Sessions, Ross and Lighthizer, while her father, Melania and Barron were ready to head back in after checking out the event for just 90 seconds. Ivanka has been sharing her excitement for the eclipse over the past few days, writing about the phenomenon on her social media accounts. "Excited for Eclipse 2017. Remember to wear your glasses," wrote Ivanka early Monday afternoon, some advice she should have shared with her father and stepmother. She later shared an image as she viewed the start of the event from the National Air and Space Museum, with workers from NASA, and in a third post on Instagram, Ivanka shared a gallery of images that showed the viewing party on the White House terrace, sharing the Eclipse 2017 experience with the President, First Lady and Cabinet Secretaries today on the White House Truman balcony, wrote Ivanka. Her photos showed herself, Donald, Melania, Barron, Secretary Ross, Secretary Sessions and United States Trade Representative Robert Lighthizer. Ivanka also posted a number of Instagram stories, including one right before the big event. "I'm Ivanka Trump and I'm here in the Truman balcony about to watch the solar eclipse," said the first daughter. "So cool. I got my glasses ready. Everybody wear you glasses, and it will be amazing. Shake it off." President Trump gives his Attorney General Jeff Sessions a big handshake after first arriving on the balcony above as a smiling Melania looks on. Lord of the Light Sessions covers his eyes with protective glasses as he prepares to take in the eclipse. Glorious. Sessions left appeared overjoyed and giddy as he watched the spectacle, while Ross Wright remained a bit more blasé. Proper protocol. Ivanka and Secretary of Commerce both remember to properly protect their eyes during the rare event. "Work hard, play hard." Ivanka has been excitedly writing about the eclipse on social media for the past 24 hours above on Monday with Sessions and Rear. Story time. The First Lady looks on as President Trump stares up at the eclipse on Monday. Melania Zander, the First Lady and President, took in the eclipse for a few minutes before returning inside business. Ivanka took some time to speak with her father while the two were out on the balcony Monday afternoon above pleasure. Ivanka, wearing a pair of her shades from her eponymous label, seemed thrilled to see Secretary Ross, whose third wife Hillary Geary Ross is a key figure on the New York society scene. Sessions, Lighthizer and Ross arrived on the balcony around 2:15 p.m. and were joined by Ivanka approximately 15 minutes later at 2:30 p.m. for the spectacle. President Trump came out with the First Lady and Barron just before 2:40 p.m. and looked at the eclipse for less than 2 minutes before returning inside to the White House. Also catching the eclipse from the White House on Monday were Interim Communications Director Hope Hicks, Kellyanne Conway and Omarosa Manigault. Conway watched on the Blue Room balcony just before the President and First Lady came out to the terrace, while Hicks and Manigault were part of a group who assembled on the lawn of the White House. Jared Kushner, who was not seen returning with his wife from Bedminster on Sunday, was again missing from the eclipse viewing on Monday afternoon. President Trump also managed to show some goodwill towards Sessions after months of feuding, as he shook the Attorney General's hand soon after arriving on the balcony. Dynasty: 4 generations of family taking in the partial eclipse today. Already looking forward to the next one in Texas in 2024, wrote President George W. Bush on Twitter. L to our Henry, Mila and Jenna Bush Hager, President George W. Bush, President George W. Bush, Barbara, Laura and Barbara Bush. The Trumps were not the only political family catching the eclipse together on Monday either, with the Bush clan also gathering for the event. President George H.W. Bush posted a photo as he enjoyed the big event with his wife Barbara, son and fellow former President George W. Bush and his wife Laura, and granddaughters Barbara and Jenna. Jenna brought along her husband Henry and 4-year-old daughter Mila. 4 generations of family taking in the partial eclipse today. Already looking forward to the next one in Texas in 2024, wrote President George H.W. Bush on Twitter. He did not say where the family was gathered, but they seemed to be at their home in Kennebunkport, Maine. Also sharing photos of their eclipse viewing were Senator John McCain, who was with his daughter Megan in Arizona, and his best bud Senator Lindsey Graham, who was laying out on his lawn in South Carolina. Senator Ted Cruz also posted photos of the eclipse viewing party he was attending in San Antonio and his daughters watching the event back at the family's home through pinhole projectors.